Hi, everybody, and welcome to episode 1 of the Thornhill Club Podcast. I'm Carlos Verdi, the club's marketing and communications coordinator, and super excited to be joined on episode 1 by golf shop manager Sarah Doyle. Sarah, thanks for joining, and excited to give members a bit of a glimpse into your life, both here at the club and away from the club.
Oh, thank you. I'm very excited to be on here.
So let's talk first off about your role at the club. You manage the golf shop, obviously work very closely with Todd and his team of PGA professionals. What does the average day look like for you now in the winter and then probably busier in the summertime, I would imagine?
Yes, so in the wintertime, my days are pretty much prepping for the summer. So I'm here talking to our reps, making sure that our new collections for 2020 spring and summer are all set. I start getting our stock in. We get about 30 boxes a day, and it's pretty much set up. Once the actual season starts, my days are different. Every day I come in and I sometimes don't know what to expect. There are days where I'll be setting up merchandise. There are days where I'm at the front counter helping out our golf shop staff. There are other days where I'm out on the course with vendors, selling shoes, doing men's invitational, ladies guest day. Every day is different, and I love it. It's fun that way.
Now, in your spare time, you have a pretty interesting side gig. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your acting career?
Absolutely. So I actually went to school down at George Brown for a theater conservatory. And now, these days, I am doing voice recording. So I specialize in children's books and children's education. I work for the Pearson Book Company, and I do all of their audiobooks. That ranges from junior kindergarten books to grade 8, grade 9 books. It's a great time. I enjoy it. I learn some stuff when I'm down there. And it's great. It's a lot of fun.
Now, what would you say is your favorite part of working here at the club? Is it member interactions? Is it being able to roll up to a golf course every day for work? What's the one thing that puts a smile on your face most often here?
You know, there are a lot of things that make me happy about showing up here every day. One thing for sure, it's just the members. They are so kind to you, and you have a really good friendship with a lot of them. Another thing, and something that Todd McGrath focuses on, is teamwork. And here at the golf shop, we have a huge family team aspect. It's, you can't work unless everybody's on the same page. And the friendships I've made here through our staff and through the membership has just been incredible, and something that I'm going to hold dear for a long time.
Tell us a bit about yourself away from the golf shop prior to getting here. Where are you from? You talked about George Brown, and how did you kind of end up here at Thornhill?
Well, it's a funny story. So I'm actually from Thornhill. I've lived here my whole life. I went to St. Elizabeth High School, went to George Brown College downtown, and one day I thought, you know what? I've seen that place a few times. I've drove past it a few times. Maybe I'll see if I can get a job there. So I look online and I find Todd McGrath's information. So I send him my resume, and I actually got a job as a back shop. And I worked back shop for one whole day. And then Todd decided that maybe it's better if I come inside the golf shop. And I worked at the front counter for about a year and a half. And then Todd wanted to give me more opportunities and saw that I had some interest in merchandising and the clothing and styling. And he gave me opportunities like that. And so it kept growing and growing. And then I became the merchandiser. And then Todd gave me the opportunity to be the golf shop manager. And from that, I go on our business trips. I go to Ottawa and do the buying there. I just came back from Orlando to do our PGA show.
Ottawa's a great town.
Ottawa is a great town.
I'm a little biased.
Oh, yeah?
Hometown.
From Ottawa? It is. We don't get to see much of Ottawa because we're inside, looking at collections and talking to our representatives and things like that. But I'm very grateful to be here and for Todd to give me the job that I have. And I'm enjoying it.
So how many years have you been at the club now?
So this will be my 5th season. We are going into number 5.
Okay, so you're 4 years in. You've probably, had your hand on a whole bunch of different aspects of the golf operation here. What's kind of the best memory for you that stands out?
I've had some ups and downs here. We've had some crazy times here at the golf shop, but I just think, I go back to summer 2018 and we ended up actually, the golf shop staff had a barbecue, and it was a beautiful day and everybody was just in such a good mood. And I go back to that and just like how much of a family we are. I know that, you just come here 9 to 5, you do your hours, but it's more than that. We have such a bond here, and I know that the friendships I've made here are gonna, in 20 years, I'm still gonna be friends with the people I've met here. And I'm just very grateful to be here for sure.
And then last question would be, 2019's in the rear view. Like you said, you're prepping for 2020.
Oh, yeah.
What's one thing that you're really excited for and for members to see as well, whether it's a course thing, whether it's a shop thing, whether it's just the overall operation? What's one thing that you're really excited for members to see in 2020?
So we've got some new brands coming in this year. So for the ladies, I'm really excited for them to see 2 new lines that we're carrying. One of them is Golfino and the other is Lucky in Love. Golfino is a very luxurious brand. The colors are beautiful and the fabric is just so soft and just well made. Lucky in Love is actually a really interesting brand because it is not only a golf brand, but as well a tennis brand. So the clothing is a hybrid between the two. Again, fun colors, fun designs, and I think the ladies are really going to like that. For the men, we do have a new shoe brand, Cole Haan, that we're bringing into the shop, which I think they're really going to like, as well as we had them in 2019, but we're carrying them forward, and that's G4. They're just a brand of their own. They're so unique, their designs, and I think the men are just going to like the new stuff we bring in this year even more than what they liked in 2019.
Awesome. Well, Sarah Doyle, golf shop manager here at the Thornhill Club, thanks for joining us on episode 1.
Thank you.
And thank you for listening to episode 1 of the Thornhill Club podcast. We'll be back probably on a monthly basis. We'll see how things go. But if you have any ideas, as always, reach out to me, Carlos Verde at cverde@thornhillgcc.com. Thanks for listening and have a great morning, afternoon, or evening.